Like to welcome Ellen Williams to the Janny Broadcast Studio. How are you, Ellen?
Oh, thank you very much, Jenny. I'm very well, thank you. And how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. It's lovely to see you. It's been such a long time, hasn't it?
It has been a while since we last spoke. Yes, I must thank you. I always see that you play some of my music on your program, and I'm very grateful. So thank you.
Oh, it's lovely to be able to share what you do because you've got a beautiful voice. And I know the last time we spoke, I think you'd done some recording. You'd done a project with Marco Werba in Italy, and Marco, as everyone will know, is a film composer. And I mean, have you done anything more with him since then?
We've been in touch discussing a few things, but nothing that we haven't recorded since then. That was, I believe, last March when I flew out to Rome to record with Marco and his team, and that was our second project together. Um, I believe that film is actually up for some awards at the moment in Spanish
Amazing.
film company, Spanish film festivals. So it seems to be doing very well. Yeah.
Oh, that's really, really great news to hear. Now, of course, you've been very busy this last year, haven't you? Because obviously, after you recorded with Marco, I think it was the March before. I think I spoke to you. I think it was the spring last year, and you were prepping for your wedding. So you've
Oh
had,
yes.
yeah, you've had all that going on last summer. So I mean, that looked a beautiful day, actually.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes, we did have a lovely day for the wedding. Yeah, that was last summer. I don't know where the time goes really. Um, yeah, so then this year's been busy too. I know I started the year performing out in Dubai
Wow.
at the Burj Al Arab, and that was an incredibly lavish event. You know, I couldn't believe it. I think I put something on social media and people were saying, "This looks crazy and amazing," and it really
Yeah.
was. And lots of concerts since then and recording, so
Oh,
it's all
wow.
go.
Fantastic. So, of course, you've had lots going on, and then you've embarked on a tour with the wonderful El Divo. Tell me about that. How did all that come about?
Yes. Well, it was quite last minute actually. I first heard that Il Divo were coming to the UK back in April, and I know I'd sort of asked my manager and other people that I know in the industry, sort of, oh, how could I possibly put my name forward for this?
Mm.
Um, I didn't hear anything until was it 2 or 3 weeks before my first performance with Il Divo. I was invited as a support artist, as a warm-up act,
Mm.
and oh gosh, that's possibly the most exciting day, or one of the most exciting days I've had this year. I couldn't believe it. I've been a huge fan of Il Divo for years myself, so this was a dream come true moment. And to be singing at the London Palladium, then a home concert for me in Cardiff, Cardiff Arena,
Mm.
and then I've been down in Bournemouth International Centre, and last night was my final performance with them in Southend, Southend Cliffs Pavilion. But it's been incredible meeting them all, Sebastian, David, Stephen and Urs. They're all so wonderful, so lovely, and they really welcomed me, and I had such a brilliant time.
Oh, wonderful. So, did you actually sing with them?
No, sadly not, because I knew a lot of people had sort of said, "Oh, I hope to hear you and the guys." But maybe in the future, I would love to if they'd have me. And their audiences were really, really lovely as well and welcoming, I have to say, because it's quite hard to be the opener when
Mm.
people are coming to see Il Divo, not you necessarily, and you want them to enjoy what you do.
Yeah.
And it's a similar music, the same genre, of course, but I think audiences did enjoy, and I certainly enjoyed getting to speak with them and chat in between songs as well. They have a really lovely fan base, and I couldn't have asked for it to have gone better, really.
Oh, lovely. So what did you sing?
So I opened with a new rendition of Angels by Robbie Williams.
Oh,
And
lovely.
actually yes, on the back of this tour, it had such a good response. Actually, I'm thinking of, well, the team and I are thinking of releasing it as soon as we can now because lots of people have asked for it.
Oh,
So
lovely.
if you watch this space, I'm hoping that will
Oh.
be on the way very soon. I did some opera. I sang the aria O mio bambino caro. I sang something from film music. So this year we celebrated the 60th anniversary of the film Goldfinger. So I've been releasing renditions of James Bond theme tunes.
Mm.
And I chose to sing Skyfall from my new EP
Oh,
Golden.
lovely.
So
Lovely. And I've
thank
played
you.
that on my show.
Oh,
And
did
the
you? Thank you.
response has been amazing. You know, I've played some of the tracks, and of course, they've a couple of the tracks have been part of the crossover discovery that the crossover magazine has been involved with the collaboration on my show. And they've chosen, I think it was one or two tracks they chose as well. So it's
Yeah.
absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the tracks that I've heard up to now from the album, they're gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. Yes, Natasha has been very supportive over the
Mm,
years. I'm so grateful. Classical Crossover Magazine are brilliant, sharing my
yeah,
releases as well. I've loved James Bond music all my
yeah.
life. You know, I grew up watching the films. My favorite Bond man seems to change all the time, but I'm a big fan of James Bond. So to record this collection was great fun. Yeah, so thank you for playing those.
Oh,
Uh, and what did I? And then finished with a new arrangement of the song "Run," by Snow
ah,
Patrol.
oh, lovely,
And
lovely.
Leona Lewis has been
Yeah.
covered so many times, but that's one that I plan to release next year. So it was a nice debut for that song as well.
Mm. Oh, sounds absolutely amazing. It really does. And I mean, the excitement, I mean, it must have been incredible. I mean, just having to meet somebody who you've been looking up to really,
Yes.
for years and years. I mean, that must have been incredible. Did you get starstruck at all?
Um, they are very much like stars, I will say that. When you meet them up close, and I just couldn't get over how amazing all their skin looks, and they look so brilliant. But they're so friendly and down to earth and lovely as well. So I
Oh,
wouldn't necessarily say it was, oh, sort of
yeah.
starstruck because they made me feel right at home.
Oh, that's
But I
nice.
was looking forward to meeting them.
Mm. Oh, that's absolutely lovely. So in the future, I mean, I know you're due to have your baby around Christmas time, and
Yes.
so it's a very, very exciting time for you. I mean, obviously you're going to have some time off. Are you going to plan to do anything? Have you got anything planned in 2025?
Yeah, yes. Well, firstly, yes, that's right. Baby is due in December, so last night in Southend was my last performance now before baby
Yeah.
arrives, actually. Um, and I do have one more project. It's coming this year. I
Oh,
actually recently recorded a new arrangement of a lullaby, a Welsh lullaby, Mil Hadda Chwit, with my mother. So
oh,
we've kind of
lovely.
yeah, we've recorded it, three generations of women in a way, as we are
Oh,
expecting a baby girl. So the arrangement was one that I made, and I asked my mum to play on the harp, and obviously baby was with us when we were recording. So I'm looking
oh,
forward to releasing that very soon.
oh, that's
Um,
lovely.
yeah, so that's one project coming up as well. And then looking ahead to next year, yes, I'll be taking a few months off
Mm.
um, to settle and well, who knows? I don't know what to expect when it's a first. It's rather terrifying, but I'm excited. And then hoping to get back to it in March. I've got some concerts planned and some cruising and touring. And I'm looking at putting together some more concerts touring in the UK next year. So I'm in the process of working out those dates and I'll have something to share very soon.
So there's lots to look forward to, isn't there? Lots and lots of stuff to look forward to. And it's great that obviously, you've got all these things going on in your life, but you keep going with your music, and it's just so lovely. And it's just lovely to hear that, you're going to be recording a lullaby just before the baby's born. I think it's so lovely.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it was a sweet idea, and I thought I'd lovely to do. My mother really enjoyed recording it.
Mm.
She's asked me actually, can we do more? So it might lead into a lullabies EP, which I
Ah,
release next year. But the first track of that will be out, hopefully by the end of November.
wow, wow. Really looking forward to that. And it's just going to be a really exciting time for you, isn't it?
It is, yes. I've still got lots of last minute prep to do. My husband's just told me earlier, you need to check we've got sheets for the baby crib and things. So I've got those to do. And funnily enough, with the Il
Oh.
Divo tour, I had a little bag, a hospital bag packed in the car with me, just in case, because you never know, they could come early. So I've been prepared, but I also don't feel prepared. So
Oh, it'll be absolutely fine. It'll be absolutely fine. It really will. And they bring such joy with them. You know, they do. They bring such joy. And it's lovely to, to follow your journey really, because I've been following your journey for such a long time now. And it's lovely to see, that you getting married, you're having a baby, and you're still doing everything that you love to do in terms of music, and it's just wonderful. And of course, do you have any plans, any future plans to collaborate with any other artists in the future?
Oh, at the moment, no. I would love to, though. I mean, I've kept my eye on lots of artists that I admire who are coming to the UK next year.
Mm.
There are people over here I would love to tour with. You know, if anyone can make this happen, I would love to sing with Andrea Bocelli still. That's a
Oh
dream
yes.
of mine. And I've seen, I think, oh, Hauser as well is all over the place, isn't he? The
Oh, he is
cellist.
at the moment. He's got
He's
lots of
brilliant.
stuff going on at the moment, Hauser, isn't he?
Yes.
I'm quite impressed with what he's doing at the moment, and I've been playing a lot of his things as well, his tracks on the show, which is great, and another one as well, David Garrett. He's another amazing, artist as well. I mean, not vocally, but obviously, what he does is incredible. The way he obviously makes a track sound absolutely magical, and he combines that lovely, classical feel with the most modern. It's just gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's the way classical music is going these days,
Mm,
really. Um,
absolutely.
everything they do in the Royal Albert Hall with Anna Lapwood, the organist, and
Mm,
everything they bring in the film scores, and they
yeah.
mix classical with kind of nightclub music now and all these, Ministry of Sound events and things.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see the way that classical music,
It's
especially in the UK,
developing.
is developing. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it is. I mean, I had a conversation with Graham Parks only yesterday, and of course he's heavily involved with Hacienda Classical, and I
Mm.
mean they've played at the Albert Hall, Bridgewater Hall, lots of various venues, and the response from the crowd is absolutely incredible, and it's drawing hundreds of people in. I think
Mm.
it's becoming more popular. I think the crossover's becoming more popular because you're getting a younger audience as well, which is fantastic, isn't it?
Yes, yes, I think so. I
Yeah,
love this genre. I've been saying this
it's
the past
lovely.
couple of nights on the tour. I just feel this is the kind of music I love, and so lucky to be able to use what I naturally have a classical voice, but to
Yeah.
pick songs from all different genres and enjoy finding my own way of performing them.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I'm right at home in this niche, and I would love to hear that classical crossover is growing, and it's drawing new younger audiences.
Yeah.
That's brilliant because I really hope there's a great future for that genre
Mm.
still, and lots to come. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. So, do you know what? It's great to talk to you, Ellen, and it's lovely to hear about the tour with El Divo. It just sounds incredible. I mean, what were each venue? What were they like? How were the venues? Did you find them okay? Were they different? Have you performed in them before?
So it was my first time performing in the London Palladium, and that was the opening
Amazing.
night of their tour. So I have to say I was nervous that night. I thought, oh gosh, because it's the London Palladium. I, there's a very fine line between being nervous and being excited, isn't there? Because
Yeah.
it's the same emotion, it's the same hormonal release that your body
Mm.
does, and that
Mm.
cortisol level can be,
Yeah.
you can either see it as stress and nervousness, or you can see it as excitement.
Yeah.
And I did have to tell myself this is excitement, because
Yeah.
like you say, you followed my musical journey in crossover
Yeah.
for a while, and I was trying to see this as a bit of a reward, like my music is finally getting heard by people
Yeah.
who are booking me for these sorts of things.
Mm.
And I did see it that way. So I was really excited to perform at the Palladium.
It must have
But
been
all
really
the
exciting though, that just to, because there's so many great artists that have played at that venue, isn't there? Over
oh
the
yes.
years, growing up, I often remember sitting in front of the TV, with my parents watching, a night at the London Palladium. It's just such an iconic building, isn't it?
Yes, and I was aware, singing Skyfall in the Palladium. Adele has been on this stage,
Yeah.
so it's huge. And backstage, they have all the pictures of the huge artists who've performed there. It's very
Oh,
exciting.
yeah.
But all the venues had different challenges, sort of with the sound as well, because
Mm.
the sound team that they have is incredible, and it's such a joy to work with a sound team that's just
Yeah.
top notch, world
Yeah.
class. Um, but then the next night was Cardiff Utilita Arena. So that's very different from a theatre sound then.
Mm.
And I debated whether you use wedges for your feedback and to hear the track, or you use in-ear monitors.
Yeah.
Um, so there's different challenges to overcome with every venue in terms of the sound. But it was exciting to go to all these venues, and the team was incredible, and the lighting is brilliant too for the show, everything
Yeah.
they have. And then Bournemouth was lovely, and Southend Cliffs Pavilion, both audiences as well there were just such lovely warm audiences. I did get not heckled in Southend, but more nice chat thrown
Yeah.
back at me on the stage, and I really enjoy that. So
Oh, that's nice.
it was nice to be able to chat with the audience. I mean, that's a more intimate venue, so
Yeah.
that might have been a bit more difficult in Cardiff in an
Mm.
arena, which
Mm.
feels kind of, you're slightly further away from the audience.
Yeah.
Um, Whereas a theatre maybe feels a little bit more intimate.
Oh, fantastic. So, out of everybody that you've performed with over the course of your career, which have been your best bits?
Oh gosh, I'm trying to think now. Who have I? Um,
Because you've just worked with some incredible people. I mean, the stuff that you've done with Marco. I mean, your voice was just incredible. I've seen clips, on YouTube, and I've been following it, and your voice is just absolutely incredible. And to work with, you know, like an orchestra, is that something that really appeals to you?
oh yes, absolutely. Yes, I would love to. I mean, for these concerts just been now, I was singing with my orchestral backing tracks, but it's
Mm.
not the same as having a
No,
live orchestra.
no.
I have performed many times with orchestra, especially with the Welsh National Orchestra
Mm.
and Orchestra of
Yeah,
BBC National Orchestra of Wales, and you do get a new excitement with
yeah.
the live orchestra, of course.
Mm.
Um, but I'm trying to think who I've performed with, and I feel like I've got baby brain. You're asking me to remember the what I've done. I don't know, but Il Divo was a definite highlight. I
Oh, it must be.
can't, I've followed them for so many years. Even when we talked when I sang with Athena years
Mm.
ago with my singing
Yeah,
group.
yeah.
And I remember we were putting together arrangements of Il Divo songs. So, they've been somebody or a group that I've turned to and looked for musical inspiration for
Mm.
years.
Yeah, amazing. So going to the Athena then, because I mean, you had some great success with them, didn't you? Do you have any plans to sort of get back together and do a couple of like venues with them at all?
Not at the moment, no. I'm not against it. I love performing with them, and I'm seeing Gwawr and Sioned in a few weeks' time, and we'll have a little catch up.
Oh, that's
Um,
nice.
a bit of a baby shower for me, but
Oh, lovely.
they're great friends, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't say no. I do enjoy being on stage with people because
Mm,
these concerts, it was just me on stage actually, and that's quite hard to be the only person on the stage and not have
yeah. Yeah.
even a pianist to kind of
Yeah.
bounce off or
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
with. But that's why I say it was so important that the audiences were just so
Oh.
lovely, because I felt they were very welcoming.
Oh, that's so lovely. So lovely. So in future, do you have anyone that I mean, I know you've touched on Pacelli. Is there anyone else that you'd like to
I mean,
perform with?
that's aiming super high. I've gone.
Is there anyone else that you'd really love to perform with?
Oh gosh, off the top of my head, I'm rubbish at thinking of names like this, but there are many, and I need to. Lots of people get in touch with me and say, "Why don't we do this?" and
Mm.
have ideas. And somebody who got in touch with me recently, do you know Aliki, who's a Greek British soprano? And she sort of
I've
mentioned
heard of that name,
collaborating,
yeah.
and there's lots of kind of social media brings people together.
Oh, it does.
Um, I would love to get back in touch with these people if there's a
Mm,
suitable project. Pianists
fantastic.
who've reached out to me. I love to collaborate with people. It's just finding the right project and
That's
the right
it.
time.
Yeah, absolutely. And it has to be right, doesn't it? But you know what, Ellen, it's been fantastic talking to you. And I wish you lots of luck and happiness with your new bundle that's going to be
Oh,
appearing in December. And I'm really excited to see what's planned in the future in terms of music as well.
oh,
But it's
thank you very
been
much, Jenny.
wonderful to talk to you, and keep in touch and let me know any new releases. I'm always happy to share.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, I will do for the rest of the day now. I'm actually packing up my golden CD orders that have been
Fabulous.
requested to sign. So I'll be signing those and sending them out the rest of the day,
Mm.
and then doing some more music planning as always. So thank you.
Oh,
It's always lovely to chat.
oh, fantastic. And of course, your CD is available on all platforms, isn't it?
Oh, it is. Yes, thank you for mentioning. Yes,
Yeah.
the CD is available now to download and stream, and
Fantastic.
you can find the physical CD on my website, which is ellenwilliams.co.uk.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ellen. And lovely to chat. And hopefully, we'll speak soon.
Thank you, Janny. Take care.
Bye for now. Bye.